east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Los Angeles Chargers. What we can see of the ball appears to be teed up and ready to go. And off we go from Oakland. This one taken from the 7. A little juke. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. 4 down. Check.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. His throw incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The throw complete here to Williams. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 46 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 16-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Carr now on 1st down. And it's caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now Carr to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had him pinned on the 2. Not anymore. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Check green 90. Ground 80.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tahir Whitehead. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Hey, 4 down.
From midfield, here's Carr. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night. And whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Set 180, 180. Hey, Delta.
On 1st down, it's Gordon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. We're scoreless after 1.
Let's go. Switch.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. Going deep here for Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They run it with Jacobs.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 44.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Charger drive about to get going. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the second quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up first and 10 at their own 26. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another first and 10. This is Gordon. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And a reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coach nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
So it's third and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Off the bootleg. Rivers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Maurice Hurst providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a fourth and long. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Benson Mayowa and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Throwing on second and long. Carr. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On third and long, it's Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance and have a chance to affect the pass.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be.
Only under pressure, they got him again. Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and a Charger first down.
First down, Chargers.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rivers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down. Now Rivers on 4th down. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 75 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That 180, 390.
Let's go, let's go. Slam, slam, slam. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
That 180. Hey, bro, 80.
You got nothing there. You got nothing. Hatchet.
They go play action. Rivers. He completes it to Henry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. Rivers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Check.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Taylor. And Allen's got it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Get ready.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there for L.A. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. Now he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Raiders 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Melvin Ingram in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now Carr. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So now let's look at the situation. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining. So barring a 1st down, they could conceivably get the ball back.
So now it's all about defense and stopping the clock.